Hello and welcome back to Agesana Tech. If you're finding these lessons informative and you want to learn more, please like, share, and subscribe. Remember to leave a comment down there with any questions that you have or any suggestions that you'd like. Just feel free. It's an open space. Let's just go and go crazy on the comments. So today, what we'll be looking at ni tutakuwa tuna configure our home networks. So this is the situation. I want us to act like we are network engineers. Probably a new company is starting up, probably a startup, and it just has a few. It has a few employees, probably like 5 or 10 at most, and wanna try to set up their network. And also, this network will be the same kind of network that we have at home. Because at home, we only have a few people on the network trying to access the internet or trying to access things on the network. So we'll do it both ways. We'll do one where we are configuring a network for a small company, and then the other one where we're just like configuring a network for use at home. We'll start with our end devices. So probably we need a PC, a laptop, and let's say a phone, because some people will be connecting to the internet via Wi-Fi, This is what we have over here. And then the next thing that we need an access point for our Wi-Fi. We remember access points are the ones that give us Wi-Fi, So we'll just come here to network devices, then we'll go to wireless devices, and then we'll take this APPT. That will be our access point right there. And then what else do we need? We need a switch. So we'll come down here, click on switches. I want to take the 2950. Doesn't matter whatever you take, I believe. That, and then we need a router. It will be taking us out of our local network to the internet. So I'll just take this 1841, this one, and then I'm gonna take an empty cloud to pretend as if this is my internet. That's the outside network. So I'll just click here on one emulator, and then I'll take an empty cloud. So let's just do this empty cloud out here. We also need a modem. Remember, we need a modem so that we can be able to connect to our internet service provider. Let's say probably our internet service provider over here is Safaricom. So that will need a modem to connect to it. I'm going to take the DC. I'm actually going to take the cable modem. Just trying. Let me go in there and see if it's exactly what I want. Yeah, it looks like it's what I want. Okay. Yeah, so this is what we have. I'm going to name this Safaricom. That is our internet service provider. And from that network, we literally, once we are out of our company right there, we are literally on the internet on that other side. Okay, so I'm going to connect my devices to the network. I'm gonna just shift around to give me some space. And over here, I'm going to come to connections. I'll take an Ethernet cable, which is over here. It's the copper straight through, this one. I'll click on my computer, connect it to fast Ethernet 0. I'll click on my switch. I'll just pick any port. So I'm just going to pick from port 1. So fast Ethernet port 0/1. That's my fast port. And then I'm going to connect my access point because you know our access point has, remember, it has two network interface cards. One is the Ethernet card, na hiyo ingine ni the Wi-Fi. So I'm gonna connect to this port. I just click on it and then click on the port. So just like that, and then I'll click on the switch and then I'll connect it to fast Ethernet port 2. Okay, and then I'll connect our switch to the router. So switch fast Ethernet port 3 all the way to our router. I'll connect, when I click on the router, I'll pick fast Ethernet 00. That's the port that I'm connecting to. And then I'll take another copper straight through. I connect the router on the fast Ethernet 01 and then connect it to the modem like that to port 1. There we go. And then I'll take, I think over here it's a coaxial cable. I'll take a coaxial cable, that one. Coaxial ni kama ile ya unatumia connect kwa TV. Unakumbuka the aerial, ile waya unatumia connect aerial na TV. That's the coaxial cable. And then I'll click port 0. And then I'll come to my empty cloud. Oh, no available ports. Okay, cool. Sorry. So it looks like we need to take actually a cloud that works. What I did there, I just dragged the mouse and clicked on this icon up here, this X icon, and it allows me to delete that cloud. So I've deleted that cloud. I'm gonna pick another cloud. So see, I still have this X. EX click on it on something, it'll delete that thing. So I don't want this X anymore. I'll come up here and click this arrow. So now I have my mouse, my arrow. Then I'll come back to network devices, cloud, IP1 emulator. And then I'll pick my PT cloud. This is the cloud that I want. So I'll put it there. And then I'll double click down here and rename it again to Safaricom. Safaricom. Niko na uwezo. Anyway, then we come here to connections. Tunachukua copper straight through. Tuna connect port 0. Sorry, no, I did not mean copper straight through. Sorry, I meant the coaxial cable. Remember that, yeah? Because coaxial ndio inatumika connect modem to our internet service provider. So ndio hii port 0 imeingia hapo, and then inakuja hii side ingine tunaiweka hapa kwa coaxial. Unaona hii coaxial 7? That's the one that we are connecting to. All right, so now we have something happening on our network. I'm gonna just move my access point over there and then move my smartphone somewhere up there. You can see your smartphone at already isha connect kwa Wi-Fi, but this is the default Wi-Fi. So this is what happens when you buy an access point, inakujanga kama already isha kuwa preset na a default Wi-Fi, na hiyo Wi-Fi inaitwanga the configuration Wi-Fi. You will turn it off once usha configure your Wi-Fi, your access point. Unajua, you will turn the default off, because sometimes default zinakuanga pia njia yenye watu wana get into our network kama mtu anajua the default password and the default name of the access point, unajua. So when you're configuring it, you use that default so that you can be able to configure it. And then once you have configured it, you turn off the default. Sawa. All right, so yeah, just like that. I'm gonna come to my access point right there. I'm gonna double click that access point, and then I'll come to config. When I click config, I'll go to port 0. No, actually, I mean port 1. That's where I wanna go, port 1. And then you see this SSID. Kama mnaona hii hapa, let me just zoom in. That SSID right there, this one. That is your Wi-Fi name. Hiyo ndio jina yako ya Wi-Fi. So kama Wi-Fi yako tuseme unataka kuita like why you so fly or probably maybe unataka kuita my Wi-Fi, something like that. This will be the name of your Wi-Fi. Sawa? Cool. So we'll just come here. You see right now it's called default. I'll change my Wi-Fi to nyumbani. So Wi-Fi yangu inaitwa nyumbani. I realize I like using that word. Yeah, nyumbani is the name of my Wi-Fi. And then I'll come down here. Wi-Fi, of course, inakuanga na password, sindio? So, but we usually need to set up that password. Ndio watu wasiweze break in, watu wasiweze to connect to our Wi-Fi to kimalamala. So, we'll come down here and click WPA2 PSK. When we get to learn more about Wi-Fi technologies, you will get to understand why I'm picking this, because it's way more safer than these other options over here, okay? So I'll click on WPA2, and then what you notice, imekuja hapa kuna PSK passphrase. This is where you type your Wi-Fi password, the password that you want your Wi-Fi to have. Of course, pick a better password, when you are setting up the network. But for now, since we're just doing an experimental thing, I'm just going to pick a very simple password. So I'm going to write password 123. By the way, if your password is like this, just know you can get hacked so fast. This is the easiest password out there. So password 123, that's the password that I'm picking for my wireless access point. And if you notice, since we've done that, I'm just gonna close this now. Vile tumefanya hivyo, ile simu yenye ilikuwa connected to the Wi-Fi is no longer connected to the Wi-Fi, because right now, to connect to this Wi-Fi, you need a password, to connect to it. Anyway, let's come here to our laptop first. This laptop, what it has right now, it only has an Ethernet card, an Ethernet network adapter, or Ethernet card. It's all the same thing. So this is it. That is our Ethernet port, yeah? But I don't want us to connect our laptop using Ethernet cables. I want us to connect it using Wi-Fi, our wireless cables. So what we usually do with Packet Tracer ni, you see this button over here, this green thing, this one. Naona hii yenye mawaka hapa, hii button, yeah. So nataka upress on that button to switch off this laptop, because this laptop right now is on. Na hatuwezi remove our network interface card from this laptop. So Packet Tracer ni kama haiwezi, like, I don't know, maybe you can correct me on this if you know, but Packet Tracer, it has this thing where kama laptop yako iko na Ethernet card peke yake, as in like you can't have Ethernet and Wi-Fi cards at the same time, network interface cards. You can't have both of them at the same time. So ni kama inataka, like, kama unataka connect to Wi-Fi, lazima ukatoe the Ethernet NIC na uchukue a Wi-Fi NIC uweke ndani. Sawa. So this is what we're gonna do. We need, but the only way you can take off the NICs is through switching off the laptop first. Because yeah, na ni normal, like even when you're working on computers, kama utakuwa mtu wa kufix hardware, itabidi kwanza umezima the laptop ndio uweze fix the hardware, sindio? So here we go. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna click on this network interface card over here. Nime left click, nika hold on my left mouse button, and then nika drag. So nika drag hadi hapa. Oh, sorry. I need to switch off my laptop first. I'll click on my power button. Nika switch off. So right now, okay, notice, hata niki zoom in, unaona that your green, ile light ya green, it's no longer there. So, yeah, now we can, after we've done that, I want you to click on the network interface card, the Ethernet. Una left click, una hold on your mouse, kama bado click, yeah? And then una drag, alafu una drop hapa, unaachilia. So you can notice right now, it doesn't have a network interface card. It's just empty. So that means this laptop cannot connect using an Ethernet cable or using a Wi-Fi network, yeah? So we want to put a Wi-Fi network interface card. Do you see this WP3 up here? WP3, this one. this is what we're going to take. And so tuta left click to hold to drag to ilete hapa chini. So let's just do that. Okay. Here una hold, nime left click, nika hold, nika drag, nika ileta hapa down, alafu nikaiachilia hapo. So imekuwa connected. Now that it's connected, we need to turn back our laptop on. Yani inafaa tukawashe laptop. Sawa sawa. So kuwasha tena tutaenda tu kwa hii nini, tutaenda tu hapa to our this button. Remember, tuta press that ndio iwake. So I'm pressing it, and now you can see that it's on. And there you can see that it's on right now. Okay, cool. So since our laptop is on, let's kwanza complete the rest of the other things ndio sasa tuweze kuanza connect our devices to the network. Now, mnakumbuka our router iko na 2 IP addresses, ndio? Because sasa if this is our company, this is the side of our LAN network, our local area network is that one. This is our local area network, ndio? And then this is our outside, huku ni nje. Hii cable modem sometimes inakuanga ndani ya nyumba, but hiyo ni kitu nimenotice sana when I was in the US. Nitaona like me, I have a modem inside the house. But nikiwa Kenya, mtu alikuwa anatuinstalia internet, mimi sikuwa naona modem bana. Sijui walikuwa wanaiacha nje. I think kuna place yenye nilikuwa naishi, walikuwa wanaihang juu kwa building, because I used to live in an apartment building. So penye aerials ziko modem ilikuanga huko, and then unatupiwa tu cable, unaingiza kwa nyumba na unaiconnect kwa router. Kitu kama hiyo. But most of the time pia modem wewe mwenyewe ndio unanuanga ama your ISP inakuprovide na modem. Okay? So, let's go to our router. Double click our router and click on config, and then click on fast ethernet 0. Tunajua fast ethernet 00, this is the one that this fast ethernet 00 is the one that is connected to our LAN, to our local area networks, ndio? So now we need to pick actually an IP address yenye tunataka ku work nayo. Na mimi nataka tu work na our network address itakuwa 192.168. Let me just write that down. So our network address itakuwa tukai 192.168.1.0. Hii ndio itakuwa our network address, ndio? So the fact that this is our network address, I'm going to put my router as my first device. That means the 0 at the end, I change to a 1. Okay, so my router will have an IP address of 192.168.1.1. Inamaanisha that's my first one. Mnakumbuka by the way, nimesahau kumalizia hii kitu. So inafaa niweke hapa /24 ndiye tukumbuke tu like /24 ilikuwa inamaanisha nini. /24 inamaanisha I can have 254 devices on this network. So I can connect 254 devices. So that includes computers, phones, printers, anything that needs to connect to the network. 254 peke yake. So that's what we're going to do. Our router is going to be our first device on the network. So let me leave and then come here to my IP address right there, this IP address. I'm going to write my IP address in there. So 192.168.1.1. That is my IP address for my router. All right? Na hiyo ni yenye ina face inside, ina face our local area network. Hiyo ndio ina face on that side. Sawa? And then what else I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on that interface, because your interface or that port on the router is off. So I'm just going to click on this on button over here, this on button. Hii ndio nataka ku click on right now, this one. Okay, So just click on that and then turn it on. Ukiona, let me move it at the side. Unaona lights zimechange. Unaona sasa like imetoka kwa red, turn on. Sawa? So that means this side of the router, things are okay. If we just give IP addresses to our devices, they can start communicating, okay? In the local area network, but they cannot connect outside the network. Anyway, on the other side of the router, which is fast Ethernet 0/1, hiyo inamaanisha ni hii side yenye ina face outside, hii side yenye ina face Safaricom, ina face our internet service provider, na pia hiyo ndio side ina face internet. So on that side, I'm just gonna come and put an IP address. So I'll click fast Ethernet 0 na nikam hapa kwa IP configuration, probably nikaipe, let's just give it a random IP, so kama 83.1.1.5, kitu kama hiyo. Okay, so nimeipea an IP address of 8.1.1.5. That's my external IP address. That's the one that's facing the internet. Tunakumbuka external IP address ni nini, all right? Yeah, this one, all my devices on the network, when they are communicating outside, when they're trying to reach things on the internet, probably like Google, Facebook, everything, they will appear as if they are coming from this IP address. So uko nje wataona inakuja from that IP address, despite of whatever IP I've put on my device. Sawa? So hii IP address yenye nimeweka hapa ni yenye napewa na my internet service provider. So something like Safaricom, hao ndio wamenipea hii IP address. Hii si yenye mimi nimechukua. Na hizi IP addresses zinauzwa. So you have to pay to be able to have that. You know, that's why we pay for internet services. Okay? So hiyo ndio IP address wamenipea. I just need to turn on my router. So I'll click on the on right here. Boom. And it's on. And you can see the colors have changed. All right? Now, let's go back here and connect our laptop and also connect our smartphone to the access point, to our Wi-Fi. Sawa. So double click on your laptop, go to desktop. You see this icon up here, this desktop, just click on desktop and then come to PC wireless. This one, PC wireless. All right, click it. And then you will see this. I want you to come to connect right here. That one. So let's just click on connect and then refresh. Boom. Let's refresh. And then ukiangalia, tukisha refresh kuna hiyo our network right there. This one. Nyumbani. Our Wi-Fi network. Sindio? Unakumbuka? So I want you to click on that nyumbani. I want you to select it like that and then click connect. And ukisha click connect, unacheki kuna pre-shared key, this one. So that pre-shared key, ndio hapa ndio tunaandika our password. Sindio? Vile connect to our Wi-Fi network na unaandika password yako. So our password was password 123, just like that. And then click connect. Boom. And as you can see, our laptop has connected. So easy lines zinaonyesha the radio waves that are happening as it connects. And then we're going to close this. And then let's go on our smartphone. So let's maybe move our laptop up there, move our smartphone somewhere there. Now, ukitaka connect your phone, just double click on your phone and then kuja hapa kwa config. So kisha click config, click wireless. So kisha click wireless, unaona hii SSID. SSID nimesema ni Wi-Fi name, sindio? So tutakuja hapa tuandike Wi-Fi name yenye tunataka connect to. ni nyumbani, si ndio? And then tuchague ilikuwa WPA2 PSK, this one. Si mnakumbuka hiyo ndio kitu yenye tulikuwa tumechagua senye tulikuwa tuna set up hii hapa. Tulichagua hii senye tulikuwa tuna set up our wireless access point. So hivyo, and then our password was password 123, sindio? So after ushaandika password 123, just close this. It should connect, but for now, as we are waiting for it to connect, let's go ahead and assign IP addresses, static IP addresses to our laptop and our desktop computer down here so that it can start communicating, okay? So double click that, kuja hapa kwa desktop, and then chagua IP config. Hapa kwa static tulisema tunatumia IP address ya 192.168.1. Alafu network address ni .0. Our router was .1, sindio? Now our PC can be .2 because this is the second device on my network. Hivyo ndio nimeamua kuiname. But you don't need to actually go .1, .2, .3. You can choose those numbers at random. Just make sure that you remember them. So most of the time router inakuwa, but most of the time and most of the networks router ukuwa .1, they go to just rahisi kumbuka, and then these other ones are usually on other random numbers as long as uko na variety. Yeah, so hiyo ni .1, and then inafaa kuja hapa kwa gateway. Inafaa tukakumbuke kuandika gateway. Nilisema tuna guide our devices on the way out, like senye zinatafuta njia kutoka nje, senye zinatuma data outside our network. Where will they be sending it to? They send it to the router, and then router ndio route that traffic to the right network outside our network, sindio? Outside our LAN network. So our default gateway ni 192.168.1.1, which is our router's IP address, sindio? Our router's IP address yenye iko internal, because router yetu iko na 2 IP addresses. Anyway, cool. So that is that. This one, I'm gonna give my laptop a static IP. This is 192.168.1.2, .3. Hapo ni hivyo. Our nitaipea a default gateway yenye ni a default gateway yenye ni 192.168.1.1. Okay, alafu nifunge hiyo, and then nikam kwa hii, nikuje kwa IP configuration, niipe 192.168.1.4 hivyo assigned, and then nikuje hapa niipe a default gateway yenye ni 192.168.1.1. hiyo ndio the thing. So I'm wondering why our phone hasn't connected yet. Probably there's a problem. Let me see. Everything over here looks cool. Just rechecking. That's the IP address, yes. .4. Everything looks okay on this side. Unless nimeandika. Oh yeah, niliandika my I wrote my Wi-Fi name vibaya. That's what I did, you know? As in, like, my Wi-Fi name was not Nyambani. My Wi-Fi name was Nyumbani. That's why it wasn't connecting. So, yeah, you should write the right Wi-Fi name. There we go. So right now it should connect. There we go. And it's connected. I was wondering why it wasn't connecting. Okay, cool. So now, mnakumbuka ile command inaitwa ping, yenye tunatumia kuping, like kutest if a network is working, if everything on the network is working, and also we use ping to test if a device is on, sindio? So tunaitumia troubleshoot networks, na tunatumia pia kuangalia if a device is on. So nitakuja hapa kwa hii 1, nijaribu kuping nijaribu kuping my, let's say I'm trying to ping my phone, I'm trying to connect to my phone. So hii tulikuwa tumefungua hii desktop, acha tu close hapo. Nimekuja kwa desktop, nikuja hapa kwa command prompt, niingie hapa ndani niandike ping our phone, and our phone ni 192.168.0.1.4, sindio? That's our phone. And then do hiyo, and you can see imetuma the 4 packets and ikarudisha. So that means this network is on, is hot, everyone can communicate. Even let's say try go to the laptop, nikuja hapa kwa command prompt ni andike ping let's ping our first PC. So tuna ping ile desktop yetu ya kwanza 192.168.1.2, sindio? Ndio. And you can see everything is working normally. Literally, this is how you just set up a network. And so I'm gonna go to my phone, to my desktop, and this time I'm going to ping my router's IP address, your gateway, sindio? Ndiye tuone like kama zinaweza toka nje. Gateway yangu ni, so I'm gonna ping 192.168.1.1. This is the IP address that I gave to the router that is facing our local area network, sindio? On the port that is facing our local area network. So lazima ikue the same na ikue on the same network, and this is how we know it's on the same network, by our network address over here, and like E192.168.1 ndio ina determine what network we are on, okay? And then e digit ya mwisho E1 2 3 yenye tunaongeza hapa mwisho, hiyo ina determine the device number, sindio? Ama tunaita the host number. Okay, so now I'm pinging my router. Let's ping that one. Na ukiangalia ndio hiyo imekuwa successful. Okay, so later on just save this, please save this topology, this network topology. We will advance on this probably, like this is our company, and then later on the other classes tutaweza ku advance, maybe tutaongeza something else outside. Let's see on that. Right now I want us to create, let's just move to the side over here, just scroll hivo, and then I want us to create our network at home, vile inakaa at home kabisa, because at home hatuna hizo devices zote at home, like auzionangi, ziko but auzionangi. Unajua unaonanga tu device moja hapo yenye tunaitanga router, so as in like hauonangi access point, hauonangi switch, hauonangi router, hata uonangi modem. Kila kitu iko condensed into one, unajua. Na hiyo it's good, I mean it's good for the industries, for the companies zenye zina make hizo devices, because inakuwa easier for them kuweza kumass produce na kuuzia kila mtu. Na wewe ukikuwa home, kama ujui, kama uko very techy and tech savvy, ukikama unaweza connect to kila kitu, like we bora ume connect to the power na ume plug in your cables na kila kitu ina run. But unaona, like if you want to break down your network to something like this, you need to have someone who really understands how to connect this. Otherwise a normal person atabaki tu hapo ameshangaa like what am I doing, unajua. Yeah, and that's why network engineers exist. So let's create this home network, just kama vile inakuanga tu kwa nyumba. This is how you're going to do it. So let's go to our end devices. Let's pick our laptop, our PC, our laptop, and our phone. Where is that phone? Our smart, we could take a tablet. Unaweza chukua tablet ama phone. All of them are just the same, but I'm just going to take, okay, this time let me take a tablet, just because. Alafu, we need a home router. So inaitwa home router. Our home router iko na wireless access point ndani ya hiyo router, iko na switch ndani ya hiyo router, iko na probably even modem ndani ya hiyo router. Sawa, some of them. I don't know if this one has a modem inside the router. So to find your home router, just come to network devices and then kuja kwa hapa hivi kwa wireless devices. Boom. When you click our wireless devices, you will see a home router there. Chukua hiyo, drag it up here. And let's connect. Kuja hapa kwa cables. Naona already ndio hiyo Wi-Fi ishashika. I'm actually going to add a phone right there, and tukue at least na kitu ingine pia yenye yenye na connect kwa Wi-Fi. So end devices, I'll pick my smartphone, I'll throw it in there. Cool. And then now let's go to connections. So with our connections, tuchukue our copper straight through, which is now our Ethernet cable, to connect to our desktop computer there. And then tukuja hapa to click on this to connect to Giga Ethernet. Boom. Nimeona hii home router haina modem ndani yake, so we will need to take a modem too. Sawa. So tukuja hapa hivi kwa network devices, click on cloud PT, chukua our cable modem. Let's drop it there. Boom. And then let's take an empty cloud to emulate as if that is our internet. Not an empty cloud, this one. So this is our internet service provider. Click down here. This is Zuku now. Kiwa home unatumia Zuku. Let's go back to connections. Take our Ethernet cable, which is a copper straight through. Connect this one. Chukua internet. This time tunachukua internet. And then tunakuja tunaiconnect wapi? Hapa. Boom. Kwa port 1. So internet ikitoka kwa cloud inakuja inaingia kwa modem na inaingia kwa router through the internet port. Sometimes inakuwa imeandikwa 1, which is our wide area network. Ndio inakuwa imeandikwa WAN 1, which is our wide area network, kama nakumbuka hiyo story. Now we want to connect our modem to our made up like Zuku network, because by the way mkiona cloud hivi inamaanisha pia tu ndani ya Zuku pia wako na all these devices. Ni vile tu sasa sitaki kuongeza devices zingine huko kwa Zuku, then like network yangu ikae tu messed up. So anyway, let's take our coaxial cable. Coaxial ni ile nimesema ina connecting TV na aerial, nakumbuka. So coaxial, alafu tunaiconnect kwa port 0 na tunakuja hapa kwa hii tunaiconnect kwa coaxial 7. Boom, just like that. Let's come to our laptop. Tunataka kuchange our network interface card, tutoe our Ethernet NIC na tuweke our Wi-Fi NIC. So we need to turn off the laptop. You click here, remember. Left click, hold that network interface card, drag it, put it here. Come here, chukua WPC 300N, left click, drag it, drop it here, and then turn on your laptop. Boom. And then now your laptop is on. Cool. Ndio isha connect. Now we want to set our Wi-Fi password. Ndio not everyone anakuja tu na asha connect. Unaona sasa hii like vile iko mtu wote tu akiingia kwa nyumba yako inamaanisha tu ana connect to your Wi-Fi bila hata password, like alafu na tumeona kile inaweza happen when someone is on your network. Mtu kama hujaweka password on your Wi-Fi, unaona tu like kila mtu anaweza connect to, kila mtu ana connect to the knee, kila mtu ana connect to the internet to your network without like having, yani kila mtu ana connect to your network na anaweza kaona all the devices on your network. That means hata anaweza kanza kuzihack kama hizo devices ziko na vulnerability. So anyway, just double click on your router, a home router. Just double click it. Alright, and then ukiangalia, we are using our graphical user interface. So just click on this GUI. Probably it landed you somewhere here. Click on this GUI or GUI, graphical user interface. Click on that, and then you will be on this page called setup. That page called setup. So I want you to come down here and you see this DHCP server, it's written enabled right now, right? I want us to disable it. So you will come and click this to disable. So disable the DHCP server, and then just scroll down. Uta scroll down na hii kitu. Naona natumia hii kuscroll chini. Nikuja hadi hapa chini, alafu ni click save settings. Sawa? So ni save settings like that. You notice our oh wow, they're just back. Okay. Save the settings, and then after usha save settings, nataka uclick hapa on wireless. Alright? Wireless. So when you click wireless, mnakumbuka network name ama SSID nilisema ni the name of your Wi-Fi network. So this one, I'm just gonna name it my home like this. Hiyo ndio itakuwa jina ya Wi-Fi yangu. So pick whatever name you want to name it. Name hapa just like that, my home. All right, and then I think this is a good time for me to talk about 2 gigahertz na 5 gigahertz. So ukiona hii 2.4 gigahertz na hii ingine 5 gigahertz, hii ni Wi-Fi technologies zenye usijui kama mshaisikia 5G, 2G, kitu kama hiyo. 2G ni a Wi-Fi yenye like ilitengenezwa kitambo, but it's better, I mean it's good in terms of kufika wide, like it can go a wide area. Inaweza ka penetrate through walls. Unaelewa kitu kama hiyo? Inaweza pita through walls, but it's a bit slower. So this is how it usually is. Ukiangalia watu wenye wamesoma physics, kuna hiki kitu like sijui kama mshaiona zile waves. So unajua vile radio waves hukua zinakuanga kitu kama hii, si ndio? Zinakuanga zimeenda juu chini kitu kama hiyo. So 2G ni hivi, ni long waves, yeah? Na 2G, that means these long waves can be able to penetrate some walls, not the toughest, but inaweza pita through walls. So that means kama umekaa let's say kwa bedroom somewhere na kitu ina provide Wi-Fi ama your access point iko kwa sitting room far away from you, 2G inafanya hiyo Wi-Fi inaweza kufikia, unaelewa? And then hii 5G nayo iko na very short waves mingi hivi tudogo like as compared to the 2G. Na ukiangalia 5G nayo it's faster than 2G. Inaweza kuallow kutuma data faster. 2G iko slower, 5G iko faster. Lakini shida ya 5G ni hivi. 5G haiwezi penetrate through walls vizuri. 5G ina work better just where the device is. So kama let's say our access point iko kwa sitting room. Hapo kwa sitting room watu wanatumia 5G devices kwa sitting room, watakuwa poa sana, like wataweza kutuma data very fast. Hata kama let's say wanatuma files, wanatuma nini, wanatuma movie between each other or something like that. Maybe unatuma something from your phone to your laptop very fast kwa sababu ya 5G. But 2G nayo iko na advantage yake kwa sababu 2G inaenda a long range, inaweza fika mbali place yenye 5G haiwezi fika. Sawa? And then 2G pia like inasupportiwa na so many devices. So zile simu za kitambo, zile devices zenye zilitengenezwa kitambo probably hazitumii 5G, but zinaweza tumia 2G. Devices zenye ni current zimetengenezwa zinatumia 5G na 2G. So hata Wi-Fi yako pia like unataka ukuwe na 5G na 2G. But today I'm not sita configure 5G hapa. Tayata to back to default. Leo since tuna learn about just configure our home network, tuende tuna 2G. So nimeweka hapa, this is my home. My SSID for my Wi-Fi is my home. The next stop yenye nitakuja kufanya ni nitakuja hapa hivi kwa hii wireless security. See? First before tuende kwa wireless security, I want you to scroll down kwanza. Scroll down, now save changes. Always remember to save changes. Otherwise, if you switch to another tab, you lose everything that you saved on this other side. So save changes. Once we've saved changes, now come to wireless security right there. Click it. Your wireless security. So right there. I've clicked it. Now tunaenda hapa kwa 2G. Tunachukua hii. Unaona sasa imesema security mode disabled. That means wifi yetu haina password. But tunataka kuja hapa chini tuchague WPA2 personal. Sawa? This is even the tunakuja tuna set up our wifi passphrase. Sawa? So now vile umechagua hiyo umeona like vitu zimechange hapa hivi juu. Nataka to click on passphrase na tuipe a password. So pick whatever password you want to pick. Mimi nitaipea password 123 kama kawaida. The simplest password. Never have this password as your password. Anyway, cool. Now like that, nitremke chini, nikuja hapa niseme save settings. Sawa? Now I'll save my settings. Now that it's saved, we need to come and give our devices IP addresses. Sawa? So let's see kwanza what this IP has. Come on. So nikikuja hapa kwa config, ni click LAN, naona already hii device iko na IP address ya 192.168.0.1. Hiyo ndiye IP like zenye zinakuanga tu configured on like devices za kukuja home na kitu kama hiyo. So that's why unaona like hata wewe ukisearch your IP address sahi, ukitype IP config kwa ni yako unaona ni 192.168.0. something. Sindio? Most of ini IP address inatumikanga sana kwa internal IP addresses. So anyway, I think we'll just continue having our IPs like that. So our network address inamaanisha network address yetu kama our router iko na 192.168.0.1 inamaanisha network address yetu nayo basi ni 192.168.0.0. hiyo ndio network address. Sawa? And then router inachukua the first slot kama device 1. So everything else inafaa ende. So router iko hapa 1. Our next device itakuwa maybe 2. Tunaweza kaamua kwenda hata 10. Tunaweza kaamua vile tunataka kuziname. So I think this time cause ile siding nilitumia 2, 3, 4 kwenda hivyo. So this time nataka kutumia 10, 20, 30 kwenda tu hivyo, something like that, just to switch it up. Alright, ndio hii. Nakuja hapa kwa my PC, nataka kuipea an IP address. Nakuja hapa na double click, nakuja kwa desktop, nakuja kwa IP configuration, naingia hapa ndani naipea IP address 192.168.0.10. Sindio? Aya, hapo iko sawa. Default gateway tumesema ni the IP address ya router. Sindio? So ni 192.168.0.1. That is our default gateway. So I'm just gonna copy that default gateway, nitaipaste kwa all the other computers. So close that. Invalid default gateway address. Wait a minute, what was that? 192. Oh, sorry, I did not put a dot. So .1 like that. Yes. And then close that. Nikuja hapa kwa laptop yangu, ni click, niingia hapa kwa desktop, IP config, static. Naona imesema DHCP, nataka tuchague hii static. So static, and then nikuja hapa niandike 192.168.0.20. I hope the first one I named 10. Sikumbuki hata. Aya, hapa kwa default gateway napeana router IP address. Ndio? So ni 192.168.0.1. All I've done is just paste it. Okay, I copied something wrong. So let's just go back again. Hapa nikuja hapa niseme hivyo. Sikuwa nimeweka dot hapa. Nilisema tu 192.168.0.1, but inafanya ike dot like this. So 192.168.0.1, and then I want to copy that now. Copy the nice one. Close that. I'm just going to go back to my PC1 just to confirm what address I gave it. So I gave it 10. Okay, sawa. That's cool. Aya, to my tablet, I'm going to go to my tablet. Tunakumbuka tablet ni kama phone, vile tulifanya on the other side ya phone. Hapa hivi tutakuja kwa desktop, IP config, ni double click, niseme static, niingia hapa, niseme 192.168.0. nilikuwa nimefika 20, so hii ni 30 255. Aya, gateway ndio hiyo 192.168.0.1. that is cool. And then my phone, nikuja hapa niingie kwa desktop, nikuja ip config. Isa hii nasema DHCP, I'll change it to static. Nikuja hapa niseme 192.168.0.40 like that, and then ni click hivyo. Default gateway ndio hii 192.168.0.1. that sounds good. All right, now I want to connect these ones. I think they're already connected to the Wi-Fi, but let's just see. Let's connect them to the Wi-Fi. I think I've moved a bit too fast, so double click that on my laptop, and then I come to PC wireless, click that, and then connect. After I've connected, I'm trying to see where is my Wi-Fi. Oh, look at that, guys. So mkiangalia, we can see two Wi-Fis, ndio vile tu device yako tu ufanya. By the way, kuna ile nyumbani, na nyumbani iko kwa ile network ingine, cause nika tuko on the same place, so inakumbuka ile yenye tulikuwa tumeset on that other side, but tunataka kuiconnect kwa hii my home. That's our network. Na hata ukiangalia hata like percentages, like unaona kuna 92% hapo. That means this is the strongest, so we'd rather connect to that one. Now, yeah, anyway, let's just leave it there. So I'm gonna click my home and then click connect, and then inaniulizia password. Mnakumbuka password yetu ilikuwa nini? So inaniulizia password hapa chini, naona hii pre-shared key, this inaniulizia password yangu hapo. So I'm just gonna write my password right there. Ilikuwa password word 123, and then niseme connect. Boom, hiyo imeconnect. Aya, nikuja hapa kwa tablet, hiyo haijakuwa connected bado. So what I'll do is, tablet haina PC wireless, so hatuwezi connect hivyo. What I'll do is I'll come to config, and then I'll come to wireless, and then after I come to wireless, I write the Wi-Fi network yenye nataka connect to. So inaitwa my home like that, and then I'll come to what wireless security did we use saying tulikuwa tuna set up, na mnakumbuka ilikuwa WPA2 PSK. So that's the one that I'm going to type over here, and then itaniulizia niweke passphrase, ndio PSK passphrase, which is my password. So ni password 123, hiyo ndio ilikuwa password yangu ya hii side. Then I close that. Let's see if that connects. I think I messed up something. Let me just go back and see my home. I'm just gonna go back and see what was the name of the Wi-Fi, ndio nikuwe like so 100% sure. So you can liandika my home with a capital or with a lowercase. GUI. Oh man. So tuende kwa ilikuwa hapo kwa wireless in my home like that. I'm just gonna copy that. I need to make sure I write the same thing. Sorry, wireless. Thought I wrote the right thing. I am my home WPA. I think I know what the problem is, but let's try on the phone first. So nime double click phone, niende hapa kwa config, nikuja hapa kwa wireless, niandike hapa my home. Sorry. Niandike my home like that, and then nichague WPA PSK, and then niandike password word 123, just like that. Aya, let's see if that connects. Okay, that one connected. So why isn't the tablet connecting? What's wrong with that? I wrote the wrong password, guys. I wrote the wrong password. That's the problem. So nimeandika pass WOR, sijaandika D. So D, password like that 123. That was the problem. No. And then now it's connected. That's cool. So now we're gonna try and ping and see if our network is on and if things can talk to each other. So I'm gonna go to my PC over here, and then command prompt, and then I'm gonna ping my laptop. My laptop is, so I'm gonna write ping, and then your laptop I think ilikuwa 20, so ni 192.168.0.20. just like that. And you can see it's coming back. It's showing that it's live and it's on. Now I'm gonna go to my laptop and try and ping my phone. So laptop ping phone yangu ilikuwa .40. That was my IP address ya phone. So ni nasema ping 192.168.0.40. Ndio it's connecting. You can see everything is communicating. Let's go to my tablet and maybe let's ping my PC over there. Sindio? Ini kujibamba tu. I come here, command prompt. I write ping 192.168.0.10. That was it. Okay. And just like that, tumemanage kutengeneza kitu yenye kwa like vile our home network inakuanga. This is literally how your home network is. So hata ukiambiwa draw a network diagram ya your home network, kitu kama hii itakaa hivi. And that's your ISP right there. One last thing, I'm going to try and ping from my phone to my router. So I'm going to ping the gateway of my router. So desktop, command prompt, ping 192.168.0.1. That's the router address. That's the gateway. And there we go. And you can see right now we don't have a physical switch out here, and we also don't have a physical wireless access point. But that just simply means that hizo vitu ziko ndani ya hii router. So inside that router kuna a switch. Na hiyo switch bado ina act vile switch hu act. Inatumia MAC address to forward data between devices. Na hiyo na switch tunajua iko na MAC address table. Hapo ndio kitu inatumia ku forward data. Sindio? And then our devices ziko na network interface cards kama hizi. Unaona hizi ziko na wireless, na hii iko na Ethernet network interface card, Ethernet NIC. And then apart from that, pia our router iko na a wireless access point inside it. Hiyo ndio maana unaona inaweza kuprovide this Wi-Fi signals to our devices right there. And then so the next time when we come back, I think we'll continue learning more. But e-network, please save it, because I'll want us to use this to create, tutaenda outside sasa ndio tuone, like maybe tutakuja next time tuweke a server somewhere there na to act try to connect to a Google server and see how all that actually happens. All right, so that brings us to our end of our lesson. And if you liked whatever you saw and you want to learn more, just feel free to like, share, subscribe, and manze, just keep on doing it. Keep on going hard. If you have your own free time and you want to just like go and play around with Packet Tracer, where drag to like all your, like, get some devices over there. Just try and connect networks. We know to build a basic network, what we need is the PC. We need the switch. We need maybe an access point if we want to connect with the Wi-Fi. Kama tutaki Wi-Fi, si lazima tuko na access point. Just like that. Go ahead, have a router, try to connect two networks together, something like that. And you can see over here, this is our local area network. Hii iko ndani ya our LAN, sindio? And then this is our outside. This is another network. And as we said, our router connects to different networks. Anyway, till next time, like, share, subscribe, and peace.